Check, check.
following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3. Sully Butte Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales, AGE, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, The Blue Goose, and Red Spray Service. And by Actegra, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Kona Ag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank, and Yag Air. Sully Butte Sports is also brought to you by Lamb Chevy, Hawaii Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Wheeler Seed Farm, Yakney Ranches, Venture Communications, and Lincoln Out Construction. Now let's head to the booth for the call of the game with the voice of the Sully Butte Chargers, D.T. Byers. Also brought to you by Lamb Chevy.
And a good Saturday afternoon to you. Thanks for being with us here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pure, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as we get you set for some high school basketball. It's just the girls going here today as they are in Aberdeen to take on the Knights of Aberdeen Christian High School. Wyberich with you. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio, keeping things live here on the air here this Saturday. Girls and Sully Butte's girls and the Aberdeen Christian girls looking for their first wins of the season. They are both winless going into today, as the Knights are coming into a 0-3 record on the season. They fell to Renfield 44-16 on December 20th. So it has been a while since Aberdeen Christian last play, but they will be looking for their first win of the season. They'll be looking for their first game of the season as well to score at least 25 or more points on the season. For the Sully Butte girls, are coming in 0-5 after arguably their best game of the season. They fell to Phillip on Tuesday with a final of 58-47. Sully Butte Chargers getting into double-digit figures. Scotland Kinney, you got Miley Weishadal, and also you got Birkeland Birdie, who were in the double-digit figures on Tuesday last week against the Scotties. Again, it's their best game of the season. They're looking to carry that in, but they'll have to do it with a little bit of adversity here today, as they are going to be not having a lot of players suit up. They're going to be missing Allie Beeler and Ellie Nelson here today, so going to be a short bench for the Sully Butte girls, but they'll try to get their first win of the season and seeing if this team could do it the whole game here today. Coming up, we did talk with head coach Susan Ruling. We also have a look back of the two games they have currently played in the last couple of meetings here, so we'll tell you more about that here in just a little bit. That's all coming up here. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and we'll step aside here, take a look at where teams are at standings-wise, and also where the teams are going in history-wise. That's coming up next after this 2-minute timeout here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pure, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Getting you set here for some high school basketball here on a Saturday afternoon here. Wyatt Barichka with you as we continue our 83 Ag Sales pregame show brought to you by 83 Ag Sales. Big thanks to them for getting us ready here today. Taking a look at where the teams sit in the standings. And, you know, this is just because I want to mess with some new things. And why not give it a look here? So starting with the 1B standings here, where Aberdeen Christian is. They sit currently in 9th place right now. Again, looking for their first win of the season. They are currently 0-3 in the game. Just their second home game of the season as well. So they currently sit in 9th. And if we just jump to 6B real quick, where Sully Buttes are one of two teams looking for their first wins of the season, as well as Gettysburg is the other team in the 6B standings, and they'll be playing each other later on in the season. Other games of interest as well coming up here today in the local area. You got the Peer Governors in the Governor's Cup. They'll be taking on Bismarck in that contest, and some area games of interest as Fulton area taking on Wolsey Wessington here today, and Miller taking on Bonhomie here as well. So those are your standings, and a look at some of the games happening here today, as we do have a little bit more time before we get into that pregame interview with head coach Susie Ruling. That is coming up here in just a few moments as well. So taking a look back on the history between these two teams. Again, this will be the third meeting since 2024, and the Sully Buttes Chargers have won both of their games, and both games were a final score of 59-26. So Aberdeen Christian looking for their first win since at least 2024. And those are the only two games on record that I could find as well. Again, Sully Buttes going to be a little bit shorthanded today with a couple of players missing. We'll see how that goes. And we talked with head coach Susie Ruling. There might be some players going the full 32 minutes here this afternoon, as well as we are live from Aberdeen Christian High School. This was supposed to take place in a different venue, but at the end of the day, it got switched here to the high school. Going to be an interesting setting, as well as taking just a quick look before we put our fancy graphics back up here. If you're watching the video, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about, but one side is going to be normal. It's going to be a little bit of the wall coming close to the basket, and then you're watching the video, you're seeing kind of maybe what the other side is looking like. It's going to be a little bit of depth here for both these two teams. It's going to be probably more advantageous for Aberdeen Christian as they play in this home venue. But how do Sully Buttes go about it, as they will be starting on that side with the wall backed up a little bit here this afternoon. So something to keep an eye on here as this game starts. And again, they'll be playing this side. They'll be going from left to right first, and Aberdeen Christian will be going from right to left. So that is a little bit more of this game coming up here. Again, both teams going to be seeking their first wins of the season, and we'll see what head coach Susie Ruling has to say here in just a few moments. That's coming up next here in just a little bit. We'll take a 90-second timeout. We'll be back here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 90 seconds.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Back here on Country 95.3, here with head coach Susie Ruling of the Sully Butte girls basketball team. Coach, I know the scoreboard is not what you want to see, but, I mean, arguably probably your guys' best game of the season. I mean, just kind of reflect on Phillip a little bit.
Yeah, I thought the girls played a great game, even though we did lose, but their confidence got built up. We were able to beat their press, and every time we did, we were able to score, and, you know, that brought more confidence. And I seen a lot of good things when we played Phillip, and I hope it just continues on for today.
Yeah, how do you make sure that confidence does get carried, I mean, throughout these weeks? Because, I mean, Coach, I mean, you got 2 this week, you got 3 3 days of basketball next week. So, I mean, how important is it to carry that confidence over each and every game coming up?
Just talk about it. Make sure that they, you know, are aware that, you know, you got to have confidence when you step on the floor. And I think they're finally starting to see that a little bit more, that, you know, after that Phillip game, that really boosts their confidence. I mean, they were actually shocked of how well they played together and how well they, you know, they did the things that they did on the floor together. And so I'm hoping today they all pull together again. And like I said to them the other day, I said, it's going to take every one of you to score. And that's what it's going to take for us to hopefully get a victory.
I know you're going to be a little bit shorthanded coming up in this game. We'll talk about Aberdeen Christian in just a moment, but, I mean, players are going to get a lot of minutes tonight. I mean, not that it's already a little bitch, but you're going to even have less numbers. I mean, how important is conditioning going to be tonight against the Knights?
I'm hoping they're in really good shape. We ran a little bit yesterday, so, I mean, yeah, there's going to be quite a few of them that are going to be seeing 32 minutes and maybe not come off the floor. If they are, they might only be a 20-second break, and then they're back on the floor, so we'll see what happens with them today.
Coming up against Aberdeen Christian, first off, one of your guys' longest road trips of the season. I mean, you still got a few more long road trips coming up, but the fact that this is one of the longest road trips, I mean, how's kind of everybody doing coming off the bus, getting a little bit of shoot around going in?
They're good. I mean, they're used to those long ones. They all took a nap on the way up. I fed them this morning with some pizza, so, you know, boost their energy up a little bit. And then in the back, I heard some laughing and giggling going on, so they know that it's a big game for us. So.
Talk about Aberdeen Christian a little bit, Coach. Kind of what do you see from them? They're in the same boat as you. They're going to want to get that first win of the season, but just kind of talk about this team a little bit and kind of your approach going in.
They're going to play man against us. They got 2 big girls that they're over 6, one's 6 foot, one's 5'10". So Jaden's got her work cut out. Scotland will have the 6-footer, you know. So I mean, it's going to be a battle. You know, it's a battle of who wants it more, and they're going to look to transition on us, and then we just got to run our offense and play really good defense.
Coach, I mean, when you walk into this gym, I mean, kind of a normal setup like a high school. The wall's pretty short on one basket, but the other side, it's going to have some depth, and that probably might present some shooting troubles like that. I mean, is it kind of a good experience, you know, if you guys are able to get far to kind of be able to learn a bit more about the depth of kind of maybe the backdrop a little bit? Yeah,
and they've seen it before in their past, you know, that when we've gone to the state tournament, it's the same way, you know, anywhere you went. And so they've experienced that, so that's why we got here a little early, so they could actually get some shooting in and see what it's like to, you know, not have that empty space in the back.
Coach, I know, I mean, who's going to want it more is going to be a factor, but for you guys, what is it going to take for you guys to go 1-0 today?
It's going to take a lot of heart, confidence, and really good defense and run our offense.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and best of luck today.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Big thanks to head coach Susie Ruling for that pregame conversation. Again, we mentioned about that depth. That's something to watch for here in that first half, as they will be going from left to right. Taking a look at your uniform report here is the Sully Butte girls are going to be in their purple uniforms today in the road purples, gold numbers, gold lettering trimmed in white. Aberdeen Christian going to be in their home whites. It'll be the maroon numbers and lettering trimmed in black. Knights on their uniforms as well. We'll have a national anthem coming up here in just a moment, and we will send it to the national anthem here right now.
Jesus, thank you so much for just giving us this day. It's a spirit of competition. We pray we all have good attitudes, respect officials, and just play hard. And Jesus, we just ask for no injuries as well. Also, safe travels back to the Sully Beach. We praise in your name. Amen.
National anthem and prayer before this contest is, again, it is the Aberdeen Christian hosting your Sully Beach Chargers on a Saturday afternoon here in Aberdeen. Wyatt Burns get with you. Big thanks again to Emma back in the studio for keeping us on the air. Let's go through your starting lineups. We'll start with the Aberdeen Knights, who are hosting on this game under head coach Matt Warbach, who, interesting, is the head coach for both the girls and the boys basketball teams this season. Let's take a look. It's number 5, Ariana Johnson, a 6-foot sophomore. He'll be followed by number 11, Jolly Borgatti, a 5'4 junior. It's Molly Hoffer, number 12, a 5'4 freshman. She'll be followed by Sophia Eichler, a 5'10 junior. And to round up the starting lineup, it's a freshman at 5'1. Number 15, JC Forgatti. Again, Matt Warbach, head coach of the Knights here at Aberdeen Christian. And now for your starting lineup for your Sully Beach Chargers. It will look like this. It will be number 14, a 5'4 senior. Number 14, Brooklyn Birdie. She'll be followed by the 5'7 senior, number 22, Jaden Yeager. Number 23 is a 5'5 senior in Nevaeh Westfall. Number 31, a 6-foot senior in Scotland Kinney. And to round up the starting lineup, it's number 32, a 5'4 senior in Miley Weishadal. That is your starting lineup here for this one. Again, there'll be no Allie Nelson and no Allie Beeler in this contest. They will be out for today. Is that your starting lineup? Head coach Susie Ruling and assistant coach is Connor Decker for your today. With Chargers going from left to right. Aberdeen Christian going from right to left. Scotland Kinney in the center circle will take on Ariana Johnson here today. Just like that, we are underway, and the Chargers will control the opening tip as we are underway here from Aberdeen Christian. And again, can the Chargers carry that momentum from Phillip here today? And again, having to deal with a short bench. Only 8 players are suited up here in a fight for the basketball to start things off as it goes to the deck. Scotland Kinney will have the tie-up, but it will give the basketball over to Aberdeen Christian. Getting both shot clocks working here today, so that's the good news after the hiccups in Phillip last week. So you'll be able to see that time and that shot clock on your screen if you're watching the video stream on Country 95.3 Sports. Aberdeen Christian's first possession. It's Johnson underneath. Shot's going to be deflected by Kinney, and she'll get the whistle and put Johnson to the line. First time we'll see a charity stripe trip for Aberdeen Christian. And he picks up her first. It will be the team first of this contest with 7:23 left to go. First free throw will hit the back iron. and go out. Get one more free throw here for Johnson. Second free throw, count it. And it's going to be a 1-0 start for Aberdeen Christian. Again, both teams seeking their first wins of the young season. First games for both these two teams in the 2026 portion of their season. Bernie going to go on the attack, goes into the paint, loses the basketball, will turn it over. And it goes to Aberdeen Christian on a 2-on-2, and we'll get a whistle and a foul. And Sully Boots will pick up the foul. Looks like they're going to get Jaden Yeager on the foul, so that'll be her first and team second. Though they're going to give it to Nevaeh Westfall. So still team second, 7:02 left to play. Triggering it in is Forgotti. She'll get it right back. Quickly swing it over to Eichler. It's Forgotti at top, triple, count it. JC Forgotti, the freshman, knocks the triple in. It's 4-0 Knights here in the early going. Westfall will give it off to Kinney on the right wing. It was a man-to-man defense shown by the Knights. Kick out Bernie, triple, trying to respond with her own three. Couldn't do so. Hits the bottom of the shot clock. And Sully Boots going to go a one-and-done possession. Again, head coach Matt Warlock, again, head coach for the boys. He's in his second season for the boys and third total, as he coached one season and then did not coach the following season. A missed shot there from Aberdeen Christian, and Kinney comes up with the rebound quickly on the other end. It is Bernie, and she'll be fouled. And we will get a trip to the line. Foul's going to go against the Knights. It will be foul number 1 team-wise, and foul number 1 for Charlie Forgotti. And getting a quick whistle before the free throws. Bernie will go to the line and try to knock that goose egg off the scoreboard. Again, Warbach, it is the first season for Aberdeen's Christian girls. He's coached here the whole time. He's got a family history here. One of his brothers coaching 8 seasons for the boys, and another brother coaching the girls for 3 seasons. Bernie will knock 1 of 2 in, and it makes it now 4-1 in favor of Aberdeen Christian. Next possession, a fight for the basketball. It is Yeager who comes up with it, rips it away, and gets it to Kinney for the first turnover for the Knights. Hey, loud crowd here in Aberdeen. Weishaupt was looking for Bernie. It will be knocked out of bounds. Weishaupt was going for the baseline. Wasn't able to get it all the way to Bernie. Was knocked out there by a Knight. Inbound goes to Smith. Smith is going to just pull it up from the elbow. Couldn't get the shot to go. And it is going to be a one and done for Sully Boots once again. Next possession, it's Eichler, and Kinney's going to come up with it, so gives it right back to Sully Boots. Second turnover, and Yeager will give it off to Bernie at the top. Swing it to Weishaupt. Weishaupt guarded heavily there, and we're going to whistle, and a substitution came in as Reagan Jett came in for the Knights. And a substitution as well as Ollie Hoffer is in. Yeah, Westfall came out. Smith came in for Sully Boots on the last free throw trip for Sully Boots. Kinney in the paint, makes a move right side, lays it off the glass, couldn't get it in to go as it goes off the iron and takes the unfriendly bounce. Back to the Knights. Here's a shot from deep, couldn't get it, and Kinney will secure the rebound. She picks up rebound number 2. Bernie over to Smith on the right side. Weishaupt now to Yeager as they'll swing it around. In the paint is Kinney. Back out to Bernie with 17 on the shot clock. Smith on the elbow on the other side. Couldn't get it. Rebound is going to Smith. Second chance. Yeager triple. No. And it's going to be a couple of opportunities and no buckets to account for. Lights on the other end quickly. Get it inside for Johnson. Couldn't do it. Nice defense there by Kitty. And Kitty is going to try to push the pace. It's a 2-on-2. It quickly closes in. Is Kitty going to get the whistle? And she decided to drive in on the layup on the left side. And we'll get fouled. And free throws coming up second trip for the Chargers. I'll give the foul on Fragati. That will be her second. Team's second. Team's third, actually. I should apologize. Kitty will miss the first. We'll get Westfall back in for Bernie. Going to be interesting to see how Coach Ruling has the substitutions here today. Again, with only 3 on the bench for her, is the second free throw no good. Johnson secures the rebound, and Kitty goes 0-2 from the line. Still 4-1, 4:10 left to go here in quarter number 1. Looking for Johnson again. Westfall comes up with the steal. And turnover number 3 as Westfall was trying to pick up the pace as Aberdeen Christian transitions defensively. Weishidel looking, gives it off to Kitty on the left corner. He's looking to get it off to Yeager and will turn it over. And then it's going to be Sully Buttes getting it again as Weishidel jumped up for the basketball. Able to get the turnover. And then once again, Sully Buttes will give it right back. And now Aberdeen Christian will slow it down, and the hot potato game will end with the Knights having the basketball. A double dribble there, courtesy of Molly Hoffer, gives it right back to Sully Buttes. Got a game of turnovers right now. Eichler going to check back in for Aberdeen Christian. 3:26 left to go. Chargers only with a free throw in this contest, but only trail 4-1 in this one. Kenny was looking to give it off to Smith. Yeager comes up with it. She'll lose the basketball as it's poked away there from Forgotti. Sully Buttes will get it back. .312 left to play here in quarter number 1. Still 4-1. Ariana Johnson coming back in, and it'll be inbound to Kitty on the elbow. Looks to hand it off to Yeager. Does. Right side. Going to be poked away there from Forgotti. More turnover by Sully Buttes. It's going to be responded with a shot that's left short. Westfall, though, going to try to go for the rebound. It's picked up there by Eichler. Eichler has it now on the left corner, and a timeout is the Aberdeen Christian taking their first. Leading right now 4-1 with 2:50 left to go here in the first quarter. It's a 30-second, it looks like, so we will keep it here. Gotta give a big thanks to the Sully County Sheriff's Office Department. Be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on the highways. Arrival Live, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So again, it's only 4-1 despite Aberdeen Christian having 4 shots. Sully Buttes also with 4 shots right now, but it's just the lone 3 that's really made the difference. Both teams have made a free throw as well here so far. I want to give a big thanks to Ringneck Energy here in Venture Communications for your scoreboard this evening. If you're watching video, it's at the top of your screen. If you're on the radio and are not driving and want the video, Country 95.3 Sports is the place to go. 2:50 left to go. 4-1. Knights basketball after the timeout. First timeout taken by Aberdeen Christian. Forgotti will give it off there to Eichler. Eichler going to go in the middle. Floater in the paint. Going to bounce and take the hometown bounce. As Eichler gets the buckets, it's now 6-1. Quickly on the other side is Sully Buttes. Yeager on the attack, right baseline. Puts it up and gets it to go. Sully Buttes with their first bucket of the afternoon. Still a 3-point game at 6-3 with 2:15 left to go here in quarter number 1. Hoffer was looking for Gotti, does so. Now they'll loft it back over there to Hoffer, and we're going to travel. It'll be a turnover number 6 for Aberdeen Christian. Again, a couple of changes for the Chargers. J.C. Yeager going to check in. Berkeley Bernie going to come back in. So for the Chargers, they'll be Westfall, J.C. Yeager, Scotland Kinney, Jaden Yeager, and Berkeley Bernie, the 5 for the Chargers here with under 2 to play. Westfall will go into the paint, looks for Jaden Yeager, does, and then we'll get a reaching foul on Aberdeen Christian, and that should be team foul number 4. That will be the case here. They're going to give it off to Gotti first. Ernie at the top now. Going to try to drive in right side. Has a lane. Couldn't get the layup to go. Kinney trying to fight for the rebound. It's Bernie who comes up with the basketball. Yeager now on the right side, was looking to give it off to Bernie. Loses it for a moment. Saves it for the backcourt violation. Nice job by Jaden Yeager to recognize that. Nice save there from Bernie. Westfall looking for a shot. Loses it and will turn it over. Aberdeen Christian going to get the basketball back with 83 ticks left on the clock. (6-3) still your score here from Aberdeen. Hoffer gives it off. It's for Gotti, who will launch a 3. Will miss everything. Goes out of bounds. And Sully Buttes are going to get it back. 1:07 left to go here in the first quarter. Bring over the midcourt stripe. Back to Kinney in the paint. Goes to the right side. Looks for off the glass. Yeager gets the rebound. Was wide open underneath, but closing in, and a foul will be called as Yeager will go to the line and look for her 3rd and 4th points of the afternoon. And that puts the Chargers at bonus with 54.8 to go. Gotti picks up her 2nd. And team's 5th. Yeager, free throw, no good. Get one more free throw. Here's the Chargers already have 6 shots from the line. They've only made 1 so far. Second free throw is up and perfect. Now it's a 1-score game for Sully Buttes as they trail 6-4. Gets the Knights from Aberdeen Christian. Losing the basketball. Yeager picks it up. And she'll slow it down. Shot clock separated by 10. Westfall loses it, and we'll get a foul that really saves a traveling call. Probably could have gone either way. And the Chargers are going to benefit with a trip to the line. They will put Westfall at the line for the first time today. She'll look for her first points of the afternoon. Can tie it up here. She goes 2 for 2. Finally, Weishile will check in after. We'll check in now. Also is going to be Eichler who will check in. Jaden Yeager going to take a rest, probably just for the rest of the quarter. Look for Jaden Yeager and Scotland Kinney to kind of go the full distance. Westfall looking for a perfect trip. Couldn't do so, and it's going to be a 1-point game with the shot clock separated by 1.5 seconds. 6-5 is your score. Gotti loses the basketball, bounces off her knee. Bernie is the one who picks it up. Tries to go all the way with it on the right side. Couldn't get the layup to go, and it'll be for Gotti, who gets the rebound for Aberdeen Christian. 14 seconds left to go. Quickly on the other side is Johnson. And it's back to a 3-point game. 7 seconds left to go. Bernie quickly over the timeline. She'll look to pull up a shot. Gives it to Kinney and a travel. Even though Kinney got the shot to go in, Bernie picked up that pivot foot right before giving that pass up. Tough break there for Sully Buttes with 1.1 left to go. That will end the first quarter. Chargers down by 3 as they face an 8-5 deficit After one, we'll step aside, take a 60-second timeout. You're tuned in to Sully Butte Charger basketball live on KLXS Country 95.3. We're back in 60 seconds.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and
hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Butte's athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Coming back here in the second quarter, Sully Butte's down by 3. And the Chargers will have the basketball to start things off as we are underway here. Quarter number 2 from Aberdeen Christian is Sully Butte's basketball. Going from left to right. Weisheidel will look to give it off to Kinney. Almost loses it, but Leah Westfall is able to save it. Yeager. Skip pass over to Weisheidel. Now to Westfall with 13 on the shot clock. Back to Weisheidel. Looks for them to give inside. Kinney, Yeager, long 2. Count it. Great ball movement there by the Chargers as they're down by 1 now. It's 8-7. Knights up by 1. First possession for them here in the second quarter. Here comes Hoffer. Goes inside there for Jet as Johnson. Matched up there by Kinney, still gets the bucket to go. Not much Kinney could have done defensively. And it looks like it's going to be a 3-point separation for quite a while if the Chargers can get the Knights to miss a shot. Kinney in the paint, tries to make a move back to Westfall, over to Yeager. Swing to Weisheidel, long 2 once again is good. So back-to-back buckets for the Chargers. It's now 10-9. Looking to get a stop here defensively are the Chargers, and that will help with the traveling call. Coach was looking for a push-off there, but fortunately will probably take the basketball either way here. Chance for Sully Butte to get their first lead in a while. Yeager going to look to do that. Does it with a right-hand layup. And she's got 7 in the contest. It's now the first lead for Sully Butte. It's now 11-10. Sully Butte with 6:17 left to go here. Both teams looking to erase that goose egg in the win column here today. Johnson will back up to the left corner 3. Couldn't get the shot to go, and Yeager's the one who will basically catch the basketball in her arms. With under 6 to play, back to Sully Butte. Yeager going again. She'll get the whistle and a trip to the line. Yeager will make her second trip of the afternoon here. It'll be the first team foul on Aberdeen Christian here in this quarter. They'll give it to Sophia Eichler for the foul. Her first in team first of the quarter. 5:54 left to go. Tavery Smith will check in for this possession. First free throw going to be off the mark. And Smith will come in for Linnea Westfall. Get one more free throw from Yeager. Yeager will leave that one short. Johnson will come up with the rebound. You know, Weisheidel was close to getting that, just kind of went the other way. Johnson gives it off to Eichler at the top, back to Johnson. Here's a give now to Jet. Jet for 2 on the left side, couldn't do so. And it's Smith who comes up with the basketball after a one and done from Aberdeen Christian. Gonna whistle, get another foul. think Aberdeen Christian will pick up their second team foul in the quarter. Taking a look at the scoreboard, they only have one scoreboard, and it's on the left side, and that is the case. It is going to be Aberdeen Christian basketball after a second foul from Eichler. And looked like Yeager on the inbound, and the Chargers will turn it over. Back to the Knights, floater from Eichler, no good. Jet rebound, second chance here for Aberdeen Christian. Johnson will rip it away from Kitty, puts it up, couldn't get the shot to go, and Miley Weishidel will pick up the rebound. Chargers can extend the lead if they want here on this possession. Kenny high off the glass, count the buckets, and a chance for a three-point play. Scotland Kitty will go to the line. She'll look to convert the three-point play, and it makes it now 13-10 with 4:56 left to go. Kenny will put up the shot, takes a high bounce, no good. Tavery Smith underneath. They'll be out of bounds, deflected by Aberdeen Christian, but the fact that the Chargers got a second chance, it was wide open for Smith to get that rebound. Yeah, I think Coach for Aberdeen, Warbach will take the timeout. That is the case. He'll take his seconds. With 4:54 left to go, it's a 60-second timeout. We'll take a quick 30 as your Sully Beach Chargers take a 13-10 lead on the basketball after the timeout. After this 30-second timeout on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Quarter number 2 here from Aberdeen Christian Schools. School of about 200 students, average-wise, according to Coach Warbach. Talking to him quickly before this game started. A pretty good student section as well turnout here on our right side. Timeout was taken by the Knights. As Coach Ruling has not taken a timeout yet, she will probably elect to hold on to those as long as possible here. 4:54 left to go here in quarter number 2. It is going to be Sully Beach basketball as Kenny gets the inbound. Yeager, quick shot, no good. Kenny tries to poke it away and get a rebound, but couldn't save it as she got attempted a little too far out of reach there. And Sully Beach will give the basketball back to the Knights with 4:48 left to go. Kenny, Yeager, Birdie, Weishidel, and Smith. The 5-8 for Sully Butte. Johnson, handoff there to Forgatti. She'll fire a deep three off the right side. And Yeager going to let that go all the way out. Trying not to risk the rebound, and she will let it go. Sully Butte will get it back. We'll get a change here. Like we're seeing Julia Forgatti back in for Aberdeen Christian. Kinney, right side, puts it off the glass and in. Spins to the buckets. And Sully Buttes are back up by 5. It's 15-10 with 4:09 left to play, and we'll get a whistle. Not a foul. Looks just off the footer's leg there, and we'll see Westfall check back in for Bernie. Forgatti going to inbound it, and it's going to be J.C. Forgatti who gets the basketball and steps out of bounds. It's kind of a little bit of confusion there as you got a couple of lines on the baseline. There's the regular basketball line, which is in the maroon, which you're seeing most of, and then there's like a thin gray line that's about a couple of feet back, or maybe a foot and a half back. And that's where Forgatti stepped at when thinking she had the basketball. Yeager gets it back after the missed shot. He's looking for Kinney. Turnover there by Sully Buttes. Their second chance results in a turnover. Johnson wide open underneath. And Johnson's got 7. It's back to a 3-point lead for Sully Buttes. 15-12, 3:26 left to go. Weishidle with an open shot. Couldn't get it to go. Smith trying to save it. And she'll dribble it out of bounds. And we'll give the basketball back to Aberdeen Christian. Jack gonna check back in. Gotti will check out with 3:18 left to play. Back to the Knights here. Jets on the right wing. A couple of dribbles. We'll give it off to Hoffer. Looks for the inside. Give to excuse me. And we'll have a whistle and a official's timeout. It looks like we're going to have fight for the basketball. Nevaeh Westfall is on the floor, and you will hope that she is all right. She's being attended to by Coach Ruling. We'll step aside, take a 60-second timeout. 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Chargers up by 3, 15-12. We're back in 60 seconds here on Country 95.3.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Good news is Nevaeh Westfall is able to get up. She's being helped by Coach Ruling. Going to the bench, just kind of one of those basketball plays. There is Westfall and Eichler were both going for the basketball. It looked like just a tough play there, and hope that Westfall is all right. So we'll really see the depth of this team, and Westfall gonna maybe just take a rest. We'll see if she's able to come back into this basketball game. But it's going back to the Chargers. Weishidle will give it off to Yeager. At the top, we'll swing it over to Smith. Smith back to Yeager. Bill getting a screen. She'll fire 3 from deep. Will hit off the back iron. Weishidle gets the rebound. And a second chance. Weishidle will fire 2, knocks it in. Weishidle getting the rebound and will get the payoff with it with a bucket. 17-12 with under 2:30 left to play here in quarter number 2. Eichler matched up there by Yeager. Right side throws up the shot, and we'll get a whistle and a foul. This one looks like it's going to go against the Chargers. It will. It will be Scotland Kinney. It appears to pick up her second personal. She does. It will be the first team foul of the quarter. And Aberdeen Christian will get the basketball back. Brigatti will inbound it to Jet and was looking for Hoffer on the cut. And Hoffer went a little bit early than expected. Looked like the area will give the Chargers the basketball back. See Forgotti back in. 17-12 your score with 2:12 left to play here in quarter number 2. Yeager gets it inside to Kinney. Shot is blocked there by Eichler. And a quick possession for the Chargers. Gets it right back to the Knights. Yeah, that top. Matched up by Smith. Gives it off to Forgotti at the top. Makes her way from left to right. Hand off now to Johnson. Johnson. Forgotti at the line. Will give it off to Jet. Bounce pass it off to Eichler, who has the matchup. She'll be fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Not the matchup she wanted. against Jaden Yeager, and will send Eichler to the line. And they're actually going to get Kinney for her third personal, so she will have to check back out. First free throw is no good. And checking into the ball game is Briley Weinheimer. Will check in for the first time. And one more free throw here, just the second trip for Aberdeen Christian, and it will come up empty. Sully Buttes will get the basketball back. Weisheitel will put it up in the paint. Couldn't get the shot to go, and once again, another one and done for Sully Buttes. Quickly on the other end, Hoffer gives it off to Johnson underneath, loses the basketball, and it will go out of bounds. It's a turnover for the Knights. And we'll see Bernie in. We'll also see J.C. Yeager in for the Chargers. Final 73 seconds left here. Chargers up by 5. Yeager shot deflected there by Jets. And Johnson comes up with the basketball, and Fortnite will try to get it over the midcourt stripe. Weisheitel almost took it away there. And gets Forgotti to pick it up. Looked like might have picked up that pivot foot. Now loose basketball. It's going to be last touch by the Knights, and the Sully Buttes Chargers will get it back. Pretty good crowd here from Oneida here today. Basically have one side of the bleachers, which you see on our live stream. They're on the other side from this way as Jaden Yeager will get to. Yeager has 6 in the quarter. She has 9 in the first half. Makes it 19-12. 30 seconds left to go in the half. Johnson looks to get it out to Eichler. Gets it back. And Eichler will put up a shot for 2. Couldn't get to go. Gets her own rebound. Second chance with 20 seconds left to go. And she'll go to the line after a foul there from Sully Buttes. Who do they give this off to? For the Chargers, it will be the foul on Weinheimer. So she'll pick up her first, team's third of the quarter. Wyatt Jam will see Eichler's first free throw go in. And we'll get one more free throw here in this one. Be an example, driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility in yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Perfect trip for Eichler, makes it 19-14. Shot clock turned off with 15 seconds to play. Birdie gives it off to Yeager. Skip pass over to Weisheitel. Now to Yeager. Backs in. Looks, pump fakes once, pump fakes twice. Couldn't get the shot to go. And it's going to be a last touch there by the Knights. So Sully Buttes will get it back here with really a catch in, maybe a couple of dribbles and a move to make the shot, to get a good-looking shot here. 5.6 left to go. J.C. Yeager inbound. Weisheitel gets the whistle and has a chance for 2 at the line. This will put Miley Weisheitel for the first time this afternoon at the line. Chargers 3 of 11 from the charity stripe. They were 11 of 22 on Tuesday against Phillip. First free throw will miss. Yeah, we'll get one more here. We'll stay 19-14. 4.3 will be left to go after this free throw. Weisheitel sets up, fires it, and we'll miss it. And timeout, or no, we'll get a whistle. Get one more free throw. It'll be a violation on the Knights, going a little bit early before that free throw, so we'll get one more. And now we got another whistle here. See what the confusion is about. Not sure what is. Not sure what's going on here. Clock is at 3.1. It was at 4.3 after the free throw. I think they let time go off, so it looks like this one would be more of a fixing the clock be around that 4.3 mark. So we'll see what they said. It's at 3.1 right now. So that's where the now confusion stands. Weishottle still going to get one more free throw here at the line. So they do reset it to 4.3. 4.3. Weishottle with one more free throw. Weishottle will fire it and will take that second chance. Knocks it in. And the Chargers will be at least 7:20 going into the half. Eichler over the timeline. Will give it off to Johnson. They don't get the shot off in time, and the Chargers will go into the half with a 6-point lead. The first time they are up after one half of play for the first time this season. They'll look to hold on to it now. They're up 20-14. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, get you some first half numbers. That's coming up next here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitner and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitnerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitner Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers.
It is halftime here from Aberdeen Christian Schools as we get you set for your halftime. It's brought to you by Lenekdow here, or Lenekdow, excuse me. Big thanks to them for their help. Lenekdow Construction is your halftime sponsor. Also, big thanks to Hawaii Grain, also providing this halftime report. Halftime here from Aberdeen Christian is the Sully Beach Chargers are 16 minutes away from their first win of the season here as they are taking on the Knights from Aberdeen Christian. Your score right now is 20-14 after 16 minutes of play. Aberdeen Christian did have an 8-5 lead after one quarter of play. The Chargers put up 15 points in the second quarter and held the Knights to just 6 points in the second quarter to give them that 6-point lead at 20-14. Looks like we had maybe one lead change here in this game so far, if I'm doing my math correctly here. And I lied. It's actually it should be 2 lead changes here so far in the contest. So 2 lead changes, no ties to account for in this first quarter. I had rebounds at Sully Buttes with 11. I had Aberdeen Christian at 9 turnovers. Aberdeen Christian would finish with 10. So the Chargers winning the turnover margin at 9 here so far. They have 9 turnovers to the Knights 10. Shooting-wise for the Chargers and the Knights, we'll start with the Knights. I had them a 5 of 15 shooting here in the first half. 1 of 4 from three-point land and just 6 attempts from the line. But they're 50%. They've made 3 from the line. Chargers 8 of 23 from the field at 35%. They are 0 of 3 from three-point land and 4 of 14 from the charity stripe so far here today. That is your look here, and just take a look at that second half or second quarter shooting. Just real quick here, the Chargers would go 7 of 13 from the field, so 53% the Chargers shot in the second quarter. They were just 1 of 7 in the first, so really a big difference from the first quarter to the second quarter in that one. Second quarter, they made 3 free throws out of 8 attempts, and 1 in the second quarter to just 6 attempts for the Chargers. For Aberdeen Christian, they shot 40% from the field after 1 quarter of play. They would shoot 33% in the second at 2 of 6. Free throw wise, again, they're winning the free throw opportunities. They made 3 attempts or 3 made out of 6 attempts. Sully Butte's just 1 free throw better, and that's where your 20-14 is standing here right now. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll get you some individual statistics coming up here next, as we're about under 10 minutes away here from second half action. Again, Chargers leading this one 20-14. We'll be back here on Country 95.3 KLXS Spirit, a Riverfront Broadcasting station. We're back in 2 minutes. Get you some individual numbers next.
Awahi Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Awahi Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at awahigraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go, Sully Buttes Chargers, from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
Second half action, about just under 8 minutes to go. Here is your Chargers leading 20-14 after 1 half of play. Chargers just 16 minutes away if they can hold on to this lead from their first win of the season. Taking a look here at some individual statistics. We'll start with the Knights of Aberdeen Christian. They're led right now by Ariana Johnson, who has 7 points, 4 rebounds for her in the first half. Taking a look at some other scores. You have Sophia Eichler with 4 points, 2 rebounds. And JC Forgatti has a 3 in the contest and 1 rebound. And Reagan Jett with a rebound in the contest so far. For the Chargers, I have Jaden Yeager leading scoring with 9 points in the contest. You have Skyland Kinney with 4, Miley Weisscheidel with 5. You have Nevaeh Westfall with 1, Brooklyn Brody with 1 so far here today. Tavery Smith has got 3 rebounds in the contest here as well. Again, still with 8 players on the bench. We'll see how Nevaeh Westfall looks, or how Nevaeh Westfall is here in the second half, if she'll be back in or not. But we will have to wait and see here, as not everybody from Sully Buttes is back out yet. So we'll just keep an eye on that, look at the situation as it develops here in this contest because, again, the Chargers only have 8 players suited up for this game, and if one goes down, that will really test the depth of the Sally Buttes team as far as how far they can go. As again, it's really been Jaden Yeager and Scotland Kenny who have gone the distance. Scotland Kenny actually had to go to the bench as he picked up 3 fouls in the first half. So, and she'll be really the one in foul trouble to pay attention to as this one continues to go on. Taking a look at some scores of interest here real quick here, if we can get any scores of interest in just a moment, and trying to find any scores to report to you. And some of the games just tip it off here as the here Governors hosting Bismarck in the Governor's Cup contest. The girls are at home, boys are on the road. So we'll get updates if we can here in just a little bit. Other local teams in action today, or area teams in action of interest. It's Miller on the road. They would get a 41-24 win at the America's Hometown Classic for that one. Sully Buttes basketball going to be in action at some classics next Saturday. We will get you a schedule what that looks like here later on in the day. Gettysburg going to host Howard here at the Madison High School at the Madison Classic. That's going to be a 3 o'clock tip-off, so that one just getting underway here as well. Second half action is just moments here away. We will be back to get the second half action going. We'll step aside, take another 2-minute timeout. We'll be back here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. We're back in 2 minutes.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities, and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Girls basketball back in action on Tuesday. It looks to be about a 6 o'clock tip-off as they will be taking on the Ipswich Tigers in that contest. So not a longer road trip than what they have experienced now. That's just about 20 miles from us, if I'm not mistaken. So that will be on Tuesday. We'll have that coverage right here on Country 95.3. Then the boys are in action on Thursday, as they will be hosting the Highmore Herald Pirates. That is a 7:45 tip-off, and the girls will be on the road at Highmore Herald for their game against the Pirates on Friday. Then Saturday, it's a couple of games. It's the looks like, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. It's the girls at the Redfield Classic, and the boys will be in action right now it says versus Sioux Valley, so it looks like it's the Roundball Classic taking place at Sioux Falls Valley Public School. So we'll have coverage this Saturday. We'll have 4 teams or 4 days of coverage for you this week. We'll have to pick one or the other for the girls or boys, but lots of basketball going on here this upcoming week here to get the season or get the second half going as we're underway here in the second half here. It will be Aberdeen basketball to start for this one as they will have it going now from left to right. And Sully Boots are going to go from right to left. And it's going to be a missed shot there for the Knights to start the half off. It was Kenny who picked up the rebound. It's 20-14, second half action underway. Here we'll get it up top to Bernie, and it looks like going to be a change to the starting lineup. So it's going to be Smith coming in for Westfall in the second half. So again, you hope that Westfall is all right. She is on the bench rooting for her team, and will be out of bounds. He'll stay with the Knights. So don't have a status, just know that she is on the bench, and they did change Avery Smith for Nevada Westfall to start the second half here. The Knights basketball on the near side. And their home whites, Sully Buttes in the road purples. Trying to get it in for Gotti was looking for Johnson. He will turn the basketball over. And that will be turnover number 11 for Aberdeen Christian. Third quarter here, one and only game here today for Sully Buttes. There's a give to Kinney, a long 2, count it. Scotland Kinney with point number 5 and 6 here after that made shot. It's 22-14, out of bounds, stays with Aberdeen Christian. It inbound right in front of the home team bench. As Weishidle falls, it's going to be a turnover, though, for the Knights. As Jaeger will give it off to Bernie, and everybody will go to the other side. 22-14 your score. Bernie will hand it off to Jaeger. Has a lane, looks to go for it. Spins, gives it off to Kinney. Kinney will pull up for another 2. That one going to be left short. And we will get a foul. That might be an over the back. Well, they are not going to give it to Aberdeen Christian. Just looked like based on where everything was at, it was going to be Weishidle trying to get the basketball on a box out, but they give it to Sully Buttes instead. So it goes to the Knights of Aberdeen Christian. Gotti makes her way to the right wing. Now gives it off to Johnson in the paint. Spins and a foul, and I think Kenny just picked up her 4th. Okay, just a little bit frustration shows there, and that is going to be the case. So second team foul, 4th personal on Scotland Kinney, and she will probably most likely get subbed out here. Johnson will miss the first, who was the one at the line. Going to see Weinheimer back in. Final free throw for Johnson. Makes it. 22-15, 6:09 left to play. Here in the third quarter. Sully Buttes and Aberdeen Christian looking for their first wins of the season. Trying to get their first win of the 2026 portion of their season. Bernie on the cut. Couldn't get the layup to go. And a missed opportunity there is for Gotti. Grab the rebound, and then you get a foul. And we'll get a foul on Sully Buttes, and just like that, with 5:52 left to go, it will be a second foul on Miley Weishidle. And that's the third team foul here, so an opportunity for the Knights to potentially get a bonus here, and then the Knights will turn it over as Bernie was in the way of that pass, and then it's going to be for Gotti who steals it. And we'll give it off to for Gotti, so Both JC and Jolly Forgotti are in. Johnson couldn't get the shot to go, and rebound is courtesy of Jaden Yeager. Quickly on the other end is Bernie. Bernie will hand it off to Smith. Smith to Yeager. Pass inside to Weishottle. Puts up the shot. Couldn't get the shot to go, and Bernie almost probably could have got away there with a reach, and then a whistle. Looks like an official timeout. Gonna see JC Yeager in for the first time. Checking out will be Bernie. So will be Knights basketball. Again, that was an official timeout. No foul on either team or a violation. But the Knights will give it off. Here's Jolly Forgotti. Floater in the lane. Couldn't get it to go. It's Jaden Yeager once again with the rebound. Yeager on the attack right side. Gives it off to Weishottle. Will fire two. Couldn't get it to go. Yeager will pick up the rebounder. Third in the quarter. Weishottle second chance. Got it to go. Weishottle with 7. Sully Buttes up by 9. 24-15. Here in the third quarter. Here's a shot from Forgotti. No good. Tavery Smith with the rebound. Weishottle could have quickly tried to transition. Looks to go all the way. Loses the basketball. And Eichler will secure the basketball, and it will go out of bounds. Knocked out of there by Sully Buttes. And Coach Willie will use her first timeout here of the afternoon. So 4:21 left to go, and it will be not Charger basketball, excuse me. It will be Aberdeen Christian night basketball. 24-15 is your score. Be a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So one home game next week, and we mentioned that on Thursday. The Highmore Herald facing off against the undefeated Sully Buttes boys. 4-0 on the season after a big win over Phillip on Tuesday. Girls will be back in. They have 3 days of basketball next week, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. One of those is a classic in Redfield. 24-15 your score with 4:16 left to play here in quarter number 3. Forgotti will give it up to Eichler. Eichler on the attack in the paint. Floats up a shot. Couldn't get it to go. Weishottle rebound. And Weishottle will slow it down now, trying to push the pace. She's trying to split a couple of defenders and gives it off to Yeager. Weishottle again will swing it over to Weinheimer. Give inside to J.C. Yeager. Back to Weinheimer for 2. No good. Fight for the basketball. Last touch there by Tavery Smith. So go back to Aberdeen Christian. 24-15 with 3:47 left to go in the third quarter. Unique setup here from Aberdeen Christian High School. Long pass over to Forgotti. It's jet shot, no good. Yeager with the basketball. Now it's a 2-on-1 if they can push the pace. They're looking for Weishottle. She gets it over to Yeager. Yeager's shot, no good. It's going to be last touch there by Aberdeen Central, and Sully Buttes will get it back. 4 rebounds for Jaden Yeager. She's a bucket and 3 rebounds away from a double-double. 3:22 left to play. Charger basketball. Yeager catch and shoot. 2 is good. Jaden Yeager with 11 on the afternoon. Sully Buttes lead by as much as those 11 points Yeager has scored today. Johnson in the paint, tries to go to the right side, and Weinheimer with the rebound for Sully Buttes after a one and done from Aberdeen Christian. Yeager attacks left side in the paint, pulls it up for 2 and knocks it in. And timeout taken by Sully Buttes. They lead 28-15 with 2:51 left to go. It's a 60-second. We'll take one as well. 60 seconds with 2:51 left to play. 28-15 is your score. Chargers up, looking for that first win of the season. We're back in 60.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
.251 left to play here in the third quarter. It is Sully Butte up 28-15. Jane Yeager with 13 points. She has 4 points and 4 rebounds here in the third quarter. As Sully Butte's looking to get their first win of the season. They'll cause a turnover for Aberdeen Central. 2-on-1 quickly. It's given to JC Yeager. Couldn't get the shot to go. And we'll get a whistle, and we'll see Berkeley Bernie check back in. He's just out of bounds, so no foul there. We'll see Weinheimer check out, and have a happy coach using ruling here. Yeager quickly catch and shoot. That one won't go in. Smith is trying to get the rebound, but it's picked up there by Weisheitel. Weisheitel was looking for a skip pass. Excuse me, that's Jaden Yeager was looking for JC Yeager. Yeah, we'll turn it over on the Chargers, but again, we wanted to see that momentum come into this game from Phillip. You've seen it here. Is that there's a missed three, and Bernie with the cleanup. Still 28-15. Bernie going to try to go all the way. No good. Tavery Smith, though, couldn't get that shot to go in. And a couple of opportunities and no buckets. And it's going to be a travel on the Knights. I will give Sully Butte the basketball back. The 15th turnover from the Knights. We'll see Jet check in for Aberdeen Christian. Inbound will go to Smith. We'll give it off to Yeager. Yeager right side. Bounce pass it off to JC. Couldn't get a shot. Now it's Smith again. Smith will swing it to Bernie up top. Get the offense going on the attack in the paint. Puts it up, and it's going to be deflected there, as Johnson will come down with the basketball with 1:36 left to play. Back to the Knights. They've only scored one in the third. Eichler going to try to change that. No. Jet second chance. No good either. Johnson gets it. Gives it off to Fergati off the glass. That one's no good. And a couple of chances and no buckets for Aberdeen Christian. Bernie. Shot deflected. Johnson picks it up, and we'll get a tie-up as Sully Butte will get the arrow. Well, Sully Butte's going to get a second chance here. See, Ollie Fergati checking back in. Sophia Eichler will check out. 26-15 still your score. Inbound goes to Weisheitel, and she'll put up the shot. Goes from the left side to the right side, no good. And just like that, quickly back to the Knights. Fergati will double triple with it. I'll turn the basketball right back to the Chargers. 8-1 is your third quarter scoring output with 50 seconds left to go. Chargers holding a 28-15 lead. Avery Smith for two. Bounces off the left side and no good of the iron. So another one and done for Sully Butte. Getting good looks, though. It's not that they're bad shots. They're actually really good looks. And then Yeager gets in the way and pokes it away for a steal. And Chargers defensively, another good showing here tonight, it's really been all Chargers. Shot clock turned off. 17 seconds left to go. Jaeger will stand in the midcourt circle. 12 seconds to go. Jaeger will swing it over to J.C. Jaeger. Bounce pass it off to J.D. Jaeger. Spins, puts up shot, no good. And Fergani will be, I just want to touch it, but that was after the whistle was blown. So it's now the Knights with 4.7 left to go. Fergani will get it over to Hoffer. Hoffer will launch a shot, and it's going to be no good. And we go to the fourth. Sully Buttes now 8 minutes away. They're looking to hold on for their first win of the season. Jaden Jaeger puts up 4 points and 5 rebounds in the third. They score 8 to the Chargers in the third quarter. 30 seconds. And fourth quarter action is coming up next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 30 seconds.
60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
KU set for the fourth quarter here in Aberdeen, at Aberdeen Christian School. 28-15 is your score going into the fourth quarter. Wyatt Barichko with you. It is Emma back in the studio, keeping things live on the air. Big thanks to her for keeping that going here in this for this contest. Chargers score 8 in the third, held Aberdeen Christian to a free throw. In the fourth quarter, the Chargers 12-38 from the field. And right now they're 0-3 from three-point land, and they really didn't take a 2 or take a 3 in that third quarter either, did the Chargers. They starting off the fourth quarter, it's Forgotti who misses the first shot, and then it's going to be out of bounds. It will stay Knights basketball. And both teams winless entering today. Forgotti inbound, gets it off to Hoffer. Let's pass it off to Eichler, and it's going to be taken away by the Chargers as they'll start off with Jaden Jaeger, Birkeland Burney, Tavery Smith, Miley Weisscheidel, and Scotland Kitty here in the fourth quarter. Kitty playing with 4 fouls, and Kitty will go out of bounds. It will be Knights basketball. 13-point lead are Sully Buttes. They're looking for that first win of the season going into Ipswich on Tuesday. Forgotti gets it over the midcourt stripe. Burney matches up with her defensively, and we'll get a foul. Looks like we'll get one on Burney. That will be the case. So Burney will pick up her first personal. The first team foul here in the fourth quarter. Jaeger gets her arm in the passing lane. It will turn the basketball over, and Weisscheidel was the one who came up with the basketball at the end, and will turn it over with a travel. $7:22 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Forgotti getting the inbound. It's their way out, matched up there by Smith. Forgotti looking for a pass. We'll get it out to Jolly Forgotti. Forgotti splits the defense. Jaeger trying to poke it away. We'll get a whistle on a trip to the line. So if this is on Kitty, that will be her 5th. And give it off there to... They're giving off to Birkeland Burney. So Kitty will at least stay in. Burney picks up her second in the fourth quarter, second team foul. First free throw there from Forgotti was no good. Got one more. That one's going to go in. And that's how the Knights have scored their points here in the second half. Has been free throws. 28-16 is your score. Up top, Weisscheidel to Kenny for 2. Try to go underhand with it. And that shot going to be no good. And after the basketball kind of went from multiple players, it goes out of bounds, and Sully Buttes are going to get it. 6:50 left to go. Smith will trigger it in. Smith to Yeager. One dribble, give it off there to Bernie. Bernie will jump stop, put up a shot for two, no good. Second chance is courtesy of Avery Smith. That second shot, no good. Weishottle couldn't get that one to go in either, and it's going to be a couple of opportunities and no points to account for the Chargers on that possession. Back to the Knights. Eichler gives it off to Johnson. Johnson will give it back to Eichler on the elbow. Going to be left short. And now we got to fight for the basketball as it rolls over to Hofter. And we'll get a timeout to save the possession. Was Coach Matt Warbach, excuse me. Saves the possession there with 6:14 left to go. After the missed shot, it's going to be a 60-second timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 28-16 your score. We're back in 30 seconds as the Chargers with the lead. We're back here on Country 95.3.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Wyatt Bridgehill with you. Timeout was taken by the Knights. They are down to 2. As Eichler gets it back from Hoffer, puts up the shot, and will go in. First made buckets in the fourth quarter, or in the second half for the Knights. It's now an 8-point lead for Sully Buttes. Yeager will give it off there to Bernie. Bernie going to fire a 3. That's the first made 3 of the contest for Sully Buttes. You knew one of those was eventually going to go in for Bernie, as that's going to be a missed shot on the other end. Eichler, second chance. How about that one goes off the scoreboard? And they're going to wave off the shots. Valid attempt, though, from Eichler, as that one just bounced underneath the shot clock, and it dropped in, but since the shot clock gave assistance, they waved off the shot. So it is now 31-18. 5:20 left to play, and it looks like Smith maybe going to see the basketball, and on the other end, it is for Gotti, who goes all the way and gets 2. We'll see Weinheimer check in on the next whistle. Bernie going to push the base on the right side. Right side outside, gives it off to Kinney on the corner, playing with 4 fouls. Bernie was looking for J.C. Yeager, and it goes out of bounds, and Weinheimer will check out for Smith. Will stay Sully Buttes. Yeager will trigger it into Bernie, quickly over to Kinney. Kinney, handoff, back to Kinney in the paint, gives it out to Weinheimer. 2 is going to be no good. And it's for Gotti once again with the rebound. Got to go all the way with it. Now we'll give it off to Hoffer. Hoffer goes from right to left, and that will be a traveling call as she kind of just skipped there with that pivot foot. 4:36 left to go. That was turnover number 20 from Aberdeen Christian. Your coach really on the other side, just asking for a team to take care of the ball here in the final moment. Still within reach is this game. Kinney tries to make a move, puts up the shot, couldn't get it to drop. Takes the unfriendly roll, and it will go back to Aberdeen Christian. We'll see back into the contest. It is going to be, making sure I'm not missing anybody. It looks like Weishidle is back in. You got Weishidle, got Bernie, you got Kinney, Yeager, and Weinheimer in for the Chargers here with 4:09 left to play. Eisler will give it off to Fergati. Gets it right back. Eichler now to Johnson. Johnson shot no good. Second chance and a late whistle will put the Knights at the line. So they'll give that foul to Sully Buttes, and it looks like it will be Weinheimer who picks up the foul. That'll be the third team foul for Sully Buttes. With 3:55 left to play, Jet at the line, and we'll make the first. Be a good citizen. Help out in your community, your friends, and your neighbors. Make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, and we all make our town great. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. We'll get another foul after the missed free throw. And it's Kinney who is going to foul out. Avery Smith is going to check in. Who do they give the foul off to? Did they actually get Weinheimer for the foul? Looked like they got just based on Kitty's reaction. Looked like it was on her, but it's not the case. They're going to give it off to Weinheimer. And Kitty, with knowing that she didn't pick up that foul, was basically got the break. Well, I'll have to go right back after she checked out. 3:52 left to play. First free throw was good. Second one, no good that time. And Eichler goes, once again, 1 of 2 from the line. It is 31-22. 9-point advantage. Sully Buttes with the basketball. Yeager right side outside. Matched up there by Fergati. We'll get it inside to Weishidle on the cut. Weishidle in the paint, deflected there by Johnson. And it's going right back to the Knights. They can close this lead to within 7, and then you'll get a whistle. Weishidle making sure that Fergati was all right. And now Weishidle is going to pick up the foul. So that'll be just her, looks like, third personal. And it's bonus free throws from here on out. Coach Rulling going to spend a timeout. 3:14 left to go. Chargers holding on by 9. It is going to be 31-22. It's a 30-second timeout here. Again, give a big thanks to our scoreboard sponsor tonight for providing the scoreboard feed. That is courtesy of Ringneck Energy, and big thanks to Venture Communications. Got our unsung hero and player of the game coming up. Olson Farms with the unsung hero, and the Yackley Ranches player of the game will be announced here at the conclusion of this one. Hoping for a win for the Chargers are the Sully Buttes faithful. As you see on the other side, if you're watching the video stream, pretty good crowd from Oneida, making the 2.5-hour trip if you're coming from Pierre. A little bit shorter if you're from Oneida. So first free throw is going to be no good. It's going to be Johnny Fergati at the line. And one more free throw here. So they do put Kitty back in, does Coach Ruling. Weinheimer checks out, but again, Kenny is playing with 4 fouls. Again, looked like based on the reaction from Kenny, is again a rebound there from Eichler. It was going to be a foul on her. The jump ball will favor Sully Buttes. Kenny thought it was a foul on her. Officials say that wasn't the case. They gave it to Weinheimer, so it allows Kinney to continue playing, and she's only playing with 4 personal fouls. Chargers back with the basketball. Birdie will make her way from left to right. Looks to hand it off to Weishidle. Weishidle picks it up. Weishidle trying to create some separation. Gives it off to Yeager. Yeager with 13 on the shot clock. Looks to give it off to Kinney. Kinney, pass over to Smith. Back to Weishidle. Now it's Yeager. Birdie with 6 on the shot clock. Pump fake. Puts up the shot for 2. It's off the glass. No good. Smith, second chance. That shot is rejected there by Johnson. Couple of chances and no bucket to account for there as Smith was in an open shot, but Johnson closed in quickly. But since it was out of bounds, Chargers get it back and the shot clock resets to 35. Chargers can really start milking this clock. Birdie has a shot after Jet goes by, and Birdie puts it up for 2. Birdie with 5 in the quarter. Makes it 33 to 22. So apparently that was a 2. Should say. Shot no good from Aberdeen Knights. Birdie with the basketball after the missed shot. 2:07 left to play. Chargers on the right side of the scoreboard in this situation. They haven't seen this all season long. They were playing close against Phillip. Chargers will turn it over. And we'll get a foul on the other end. So either way, this is going to put Aberdeen Christian to the line. And they're going to put Eichler to the line. Foul going to be on Bernie. She'll pick up her third. She's picked up all 3 fouls here in this quarter. First free throw from Eichler is no good. Get one more free throw here is 16 attempts from the line. The Knights, they've converted on 7. Free throw attempt number 17 is good. 33-23, 10-point game. Chargers with the advantage. Weishidle. Kind of didn't see Fragati coming behind, and we'll get a foul. Or no, a travel, excuse me. Just based on how everything's going, it would have been a foul, but the turnover by Sully Mutes gives them a chance to even wind that clock down even more. 1:33 left to go. Inside game to Kinney. Kinney will give it out to Yeager. Yeager back to Kinney. Gives it off to Yeager. Yeager in the paint, puts up the shot, will bounce off the back iron. And it's going to be no good. Chargers have definitely won the rebounding category in this one. Fragati's shot no good. Weishidle will pick up the rebound after the missed shots. Just looking to put the dagger in this one is Sully Mutes. Can Kinney do it with this shot? No. Rebound Fragati. After the missed 2. Back to the Knights. 46 seconds left to go. Eichler's shot no good. Rebound by Kinney. And that was going to do it. Sully Mutes will pick up their first win of this season as they will defeat the Aberdeen Knights. We do have to have the shot clock go down one more time, but the Chargers were outscored in this fourth quarter 8-5. And Chargers electing to just let the clock run down as long as possible. Yeager just trying to add more on to this one. Weishidle picks up the rebound. They can hold it if they want, but Tavery Smith is going to add the exclamation point into this game. And Sully Mutes will pick up their first win of the season as the time expires. And the Chargers going 1-0. On the day, they're 1-5 on the season, but picking up that first win is more important than anything right now. 35-23 is your final. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute timeout, and get you into that post-game show. That's coming up next year on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're back in 2 minutes.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provides a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Is a final from Aberdeen at Aberdeen Christian School as the Chargers pick up their first win of the season. They improved to 1-5 after a 35-23 win over the Aberdeen Knights. It is now time for your post-game show. It's brought to you by Lanac Now Construction. Big thanks to them for the post-game report. Chargers were outscored in the first and fourth quarter. Taking a look quarter by quarter, it was 8-5 after one for the Aberdeen Knights. The Chargers would outscore the Knights 15-6 after the second quarter, gave them a 20-14 advantage after one half of play. For the third quarter, the Chargers scored 8. They held Aberdeen Central to just a free throw in that third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, it was the Chargers being outscored 8-7. Here in the fourth quarter. But still, it was a 35-23 lead for the Sully Buttes Chargers. They would out-rebound, or taking a look real quick, actually, lead change. It happened twice in the contest. And turnovers, it would be Aberdeen Christian with 21, Chargers with 15. So the first time they've won the turnover margin this season were the Chargers as well. If you limit those turnovers, you're going to pick up wins in the season. Aberdeen Christian would go 7-33 from the field at 21%, 1 of 5 from three-point land, and 8 of 7 from the charity stripe. They would see the Chargers at 15 of 50. I had them at 50 shots in this contest at 15 of 50. They're 1 of 4 from three-point land, 4 of 14 from the charity stripe in this contest. So they didn't win the free throw shooting, but you got a lot of scoring from your team in this contest. Rebounds, Chargers with 28. Aberdeen Christian would finish with 21 in the contest for them. The Chargers in individual scoring. Let's actually start with the Knights. Individual scoring was led by Ariana Johnson. She would finish with 8 points and 9 rebounds. Did not score in the second half besides a free throw. Jolly Fragati with 2 points, 3 rebounds. Molly Hoffer with 2 points, 2 rebounds. Sophia Eichler, 7 points and 4 rebounds. JC Fragati with 3 and 1. And Reagan Jett with 1 point and 2 rebounds for her and the Knights. For the Chargers, it was led by Jaden Yeager, who is your Yackley Ranches Player of the Game, brought to you by Yackley Ranches. She finished with 13 points, was 2 rebounds away from a double-double. I wouldn't be surprised if she actually finished with a double-double because, again, all stats in this contest are unofficial. Brooklyn Burney was 6-3 in the contest. Nevaeh Westfall, who did not play in the second half but was on the team was on the bench supporting her team in the second half, would finish with 1 point. And, our unsung hero, brought to you by the Colson Farms Unsung Hero. You might not have heard this name a lot, but they made an impact in their own way. Colson Farms also works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. How about the coming in and getting the minutes from Briley Weinheimer here today, especially when Scotland Kitty was in foul trouble for the Chargers. Briley Weinheimer comes in and does her job in the contest, so she is our Colson Farms Unsung Hero Player of the Game. So Scotland Kitty finishes with 6-3, and Miley Weishidel with 7-7. Avery Smith with 2 points and 6 rebounds in the contest. So that is your final stats here. Your Yackley Ranches Player of the Game going into Jaden Yeager, and your Unsung Hero, brought to you by Colson Farms, goes to Briley Weinheimer for today. So that is going to do it here. First win for the Sally Beach Chargers this season as they go to 1-5 on the season. They have a date in Ipswich, which is not too far from here, on Tuesday before they have games on Friday and Saturday. So a lot going up for the girls. The boys with a couple of dates. They got a game on Thursday at 7:45, and they will be in action on Saturday as well against Sioux Valley. If I'm not mistaken, that was the opponent announced in the Classic, but we'll get those official game times and everything as well. So that is going to do it for us here on this Saturday from Aberdeen Christian High School. Sally Butte's final 35, Aberdeen Christian 23, as the Sally Butte Chargers get their first win of the season. Big thanks to him back in the studio, and for the entire Riverfront Broadcasting team, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This is a presentation of Sally Butte basketball here on Country 95.3. KLXS Pure, a Riverfront Broadcasting station. Let's get you back to the regular music. Well, for real quick, don't forget Hawaii Capitals hockey tonight on 104.5 Capital City Rock, as John Winkler has the call for the Hawaii Capitals. And then you got college and NFL games here today. I believe NFL games going on right now on KCCR as well. For Emma and the entire Riverfront Broadcasting team, I'm Wyatt Barichka. It's been a presentation of Sally Butte Charger basketball on Country 95.3.
You've been listening to Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3. Sully Butte Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales,